Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the APLU Awards Breakfast. Please welcome to the stage, MC for this morning, Bernie Barola, APLU Vice President for International, Community, and Economic Engagement.
Good morning, everyone. It is great to see a full room. Clearly people like breakfast. I'm hoping your flights are still leaving later this afternoon, and that's not why you're still here this morning. This is my favorite part of the annual meeting, partially because I get the stage, the microphone, but also because this is when we really get to honor and recognize the great work that our public universities are doing around various topics of the university. We've had about a day and a half of some pretty deep conversations, discussing some of the challenges, some of the headwinds that we're facing. This morning isn't about that. This morning is instead about highlighting and honoring all the great work that you're doing despite some of those challenges, and how we continue to push forward the mission of our public universities. So this is a very exciting breakfast where we're going to be able to honor some of those universities that are really doing some exceptional work in areas like student success, community engagement, public impact research, economic development, and global engagement. And also it'll be a time to honor an individual who has devoted their life to public service of a public university. So let's get started without any further delay, and welcome to the stage the president of APLU, Dr. Waded Cruzado, to give out the first award.
Thank you, Bernie. I think he deserves another round of applause. Good morning, everybody. It is such a joy to have you here. First of all, I want to thank you for once again taking the time and coming to this wonderful annual meeting. I hope that it has met your expectations. And if not, we want to hear from you. Just let us know. For more than a decade, APLU has recognized public research universities' commitment to student success. Through awards like the MVP Trailblazer, and most recently, the Degree Completion Award, APLU continually seeks to raise up advancements through innovative, evidence-based improvements in retention and graduation. Building on that legacy, APLU has reimagined the award as the Excellence in Student Success Award, a more holistic recognition that honors institutions creating integrated, university-wide approaches that help every student thrive from enrollment through career. This year's finalists, the University of California, Merced, the University of Illinois, Chicago, Northern Illinois University, and the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. They represent the outstanding commitment to student success found across APLU's membership, and I think that they all deserve another round of applause. This morning, the 2025 Excellence in Student Award is presented to the University of Texas at San Antonio. At UTSA, a collaborative, data-driven ecosystem integrates learning, innovation, financial access, and career readiness. Anchored by its cross-divisional Ruby team, UT San Antonio aligns efforts across academic and student success units, using real-time data and predictive analytics to remove barriers and guide targeted interventions. Please join me in congratulating the 2025 winner of the APLU's Excellence in Student Award, the University of Texas at San Antonio, and to accept the award, please welcome Taylor Amy, President of UT San Antonio.
Hey, team, over here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Steve, Tammy. On behalf of my wonderful institution, I am really honored to be here, but I want my teammates here with me because it's really their work that has led to this. So Heather Shipley is my provost, Steve Wilkerson is my IR guru, and Tammy is my guru about everything related to student success. We have a large Ruby team, and these are 3 of the teammates. Some of them are here. But this is really about Provost Shipley and her efforts. I'm gonna make a few remarks on her behalf, but it really comes down to this. And so you need to know, student success has been at the heart of what we've done for the last decade. It means the world to us. It's actually one of our foundations of our strategic plan. The Ruby team involves offices of student success, academic innovation, strategic enrollment, student affairs, faculty success, and institutional research. And the application of real-time data and data analytics has allowed us to use all sorts of interesting interventions to make dramatic increases in our student success measures. We have a couple of special initiatives we're very proud of. One of them is our Classroom to Career initiative, which has created all sorts of experiential learning opportunities for our students. That's grown 85% over the last 7 years. Our Bold Promise program has impacted over 5,000 kids who come from low-income backgrounds and who are high achieving. They get to go to college for free. But what we're really proud of is the measures around student success and their change over the last decade. So retention rates have gone up 25 to 35%, persistence 30%, 4- and 6-year graduation rates 90 and 70%. And what we're really proud of is for first time in college, the time to graduation has dropped over a year, and the average
Congratulations to all our winners. Congratulations to all our winners and finalists.
And our average debt has gone down seven grand. So we're delighted. We're very honored. Come see us and learn more. We're hosting this meeting next year, so come see us and visit us about this. So thank you. Thank you.
That's okay. Congratulations again to UT San Antonio. It's what happens when you don't have an orchestra at these awards. To announce our next award, please welcome to the stage Iram Toomer, who is the Vice President for Research and Innovation at Oregon State University. Iram?
Good morning. Good to see everyone. I'm delighted to be here today as chair of APLU's Council on Research for another 2 hours, I think. I'm handing it over to the next person to recognize outstanding contributions to public impact research. Consistent with APLU priorities to promote path-breaking scientific research and bolster economic and community engagement, the Council on Research created the Public Impact Research Award, or PIR Award, to highlight the mission of harnessing university research to improve the lives of individuals, communities, and society at large. And we can all agree that this is more important than ever to do so. The Public Impact Research Award recognizes an institution that has implemented an impactful PIR initiative based on 4 key criteria, examining the project's connection to public need, leveraged resources, evidence of impact, and sustainability. We're proud to be celebrating a remarkable institution today that exemplifies all of these criteria. We are here today to celebrate Kennesaw State University that I'm sitting with for its groundbreaking work through the Center for the Advancement of Military and Emergency Services Research, or AIMS, a research practice partnership dedicated to advancing behavioral health resilience, suicide prevention among first responders, military personnel, and vulnerable populations. I just want to give a round of applause for that work. Through innovative research, cross-sector collaboration, and community engagement spanning 9 states and Puerto Rico, AIMS has delivered measurable, life-changing results, including significant improvements in factors linked to suicide risk among high-risk groups. This work exemplifies the profound impact of public research in creating sustainable, trauma-informed solutions that strengthen the health and resilience of those who serve our communities and our nation. The project is a powerful example of how research universities can make this kind of difference when they partner with the communities they serve. On behalf of APLU and the Council on Research, I'm delighted to present the 2025 Public Impact Research Award to Kennesaw State University. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Karin Scarpinato, Executive Vice President of Research at Kennesaw State University, to accept the award.
There goes Israel. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much. This award means a lot to us because this is truly what Kennesaw State University and its research stands for. If you don't know, Kennesaw State University is in Metro Atlanta. We have 41,000 students, and with that are the 3rd largest university in the state of Georgia. And we are an emerging research institution. What makes us stand out is that we are very purposefully and intentionally aligning our research efforts and the new knowledge that's created through research with public impact, and making sure that we are moving our research and the new knowledge out into the world and into the market. And the AIMS Center, Dr. Tumar just mentioned it, is a prime example for that. So the Advancement of Military and Emergency Services Research Center at Kennesaw State University has made tremendous impact in serving veterans and first responders. And not just they themselves as they are suffering, for example, from PTSD, but also their families. They are looking at, do the families have financial strain? Do they have marital issues? And providing behavioral and intervention protocols for these families so they can function and be productive members of our community and be welcomed back into our community. So they are not just occasionally going out in the community and learning what is needed, but they are constantly out in the community. And that exemplifies what Kennesaw State University and its research is standing for. We want to work with our community, be out there in our community, and make sure that the new knowledge that's created actually does improve lives for all of us. So thank you very much. This award means a lot for us. Thank you.
To announce our next 2 awards, please welcome Dr. Marlene Trump, the Chair of the Commission of Economic and Community Engagement, and also the President of the University of Vermont.
Thank you, Bernie. As Chair of the Commission on Economic and Community Engagement, or CECE, I now have the honor of announcing the next 2 awards. The first award recognizes excellence in economic development, and the second, excellence in community engagement. The first award is the Innovation and Economic Prosperity, IEP, Connections Award, which recognizes an institution for its exemplary work and connectivity across 3 categories of economic engagement: talent and workforce development, innovation, entrepreneurship, and technology-based economic development, and social, cultural, community development through public service, outreach, and engagement. This year's winner of the IEP Connections Award has promoted innovation and regional development while addressing pressing challenges facing their state. I think it's so important right now that we are doing this work, given the attacks on higher education, the lack of faith that the public has evinced in higher education. I think this work demonstrates a powerful part of public university's mission. This year's winner of the IEP Connections Award has promoted innovation and regional development. Its research park combines the university's resources alongside, alongside partnerships with Oak Ridge National Laboratory and other institutions to advance research and economic impact. It hosts 15 industry partners and 800 employees adjacent to the main university campus. The research park also hosts the Spark Innovation Center, which supports, attracts, and retains the nation's most promising technology startups by providing access to top quality lab space, mentoring, prototyping resources, and sources of early stage capital. The center has served 50 companies that collectively have created 196 jobs and raised $138 million. 77% of the startups served continue to have an active presence in the region. That's impact. This university has also rallied researchers to address community challenges. Faculty and students from a variety of disciplines work together to design and build a bridge equipped with fiber-reinforced polymer and fiber optic sensors to monitor stresses to help inform future bridge design. An engineering team created InnoCrate to introduce fibers and composites to K-12 students to encourage critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, and engineering. Faculty and students from 7 colleges at the university have also contributed to the Tennessee River Line, a 1.2 million acre system along the Tennessee River that aims to connect communities across a 4-state area. Please join me in congratulating the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, this year's winner of the IEP Connections Award. Accepting the award is Chancellor Dondi Plowman. Congratulations, Dondi.
Thank you so much for this award. We are so honored. The work, of course, I'm accepting the award. The work has been done by these folks and all their teams. Our provost, John Zomchik, Mark Gibson, and RJ Youngblood, who are in our Research, Innovation, Economic Department, Economic Development Department. I'm just really grateful for everything y'all have done. I just want to say a couple of things. That in Tennessee, it's a growing state. Businesses are moving there. Thousands of businesses are moving there and are being created every single year. The university is growing. Our research and innovation efforts are expanding. As Marlene mentioned, one of my favorite stories is that bridge. What you didn't know is that bridge is in Morgan County, a very distressed county. When they went out there to build that bridge, the engineers, the first thing they realized, there's going to have all these sensors, there's no broadband out there, there's no internet. So those are just some of the ways where the work that we do has unintended consequences many times that are so good for the communities. We take pride, we talk about making life and lives better for Tennesseans. And so I'm inspired every day by the people who've done the work, by the people in this room who are doing the same kind of work. And I just, before the music ushers me off, I just want to get my little sermon in here that I believe, we've spent two and a half days here in many rooms talking about all the pressures, the worst time for higher ed, we have a target on our back, all those things that you've heard. I believe, and yes, Marlene, I agree with you, that the public has lost faith with higher education. The solution to that is the land-grant mission. We are the universities who are going to, we're going to rebuild people's faith and hope for the future, for their children who want to get a college degree. And I believe all of the people in this room are evidence of that. And so I just hope all of us return home inspired to keep carrying the mission forward. Because serving the communities that fund us, that with the covenant that we've made with those universities, is the winning strategy. So thank you all again for recognizing us. It's a great day for Tennessee and for the world. Thank you.
I was so struck as Dondi spoke that these two amazing presidents whose work I've watched for years as they've done incredible things for their state have come up to accept these awards. It's so inspiring. I concur, Dondi. It's so inspiring to see the work that you all are doing. It's so inspiring. Thank you for your continued courage and strength in the face of all the attacks. And thank you for doing amazing things for your students, for your communities, for the future, and for the world. Congratulations again to the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. Our next award is another award about public university excellence, and this is the Community Engagement Scholarship. The C. Peter McGraw Community Engagement Scholarship Award is APLU's top honor for outstanding community university engagement. Chosen from amongst 4 regional exemplars selected by our members and partners at the Engagement Scholarship Consortium, the McGraw Award recognizes institutions that redesigned learning, discovery, and engagement to develop deep and enduring mutually beneficial partnerships with their communities. I must tell you, all the nominees for this award were extraordinary. It's incredibly inspiring. The winner receives a $20,000 grand prize to continue their outstanding effort. The winner of this year's award partnered with community stakeholders and the state's Department of Fish and Wildlife to ensure the local seafood industry's longevity and the continued availability of jobs, all while protecting surrounding wildlife. When the state's largest commercial fishery was threatened by a rise in whale entanglements, this university and its partners developed a plan to assess potential whale exposure to Dungeness crab gear and to share knowledge with commercial fishermen to mitigate risk. In fact, they worked in a kind of collaboration that I have rarely seen, with institutional humility in coming to those partners to say, help us understand how you need to work. University researchers boarded the U.S. Coast Guard helicopter and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration ships to collect and analyze data on the location of over 3,500 whales. They monitored 42,000 miles over 376 days between 2016 and 2024, identifying when the density of humpback and blue whales peaked over offshore continental shelves. They produced a predictive analysis mapping whale distributions with fishing infrastructure to identify areas and times of elevated entanglement risk, which informed the Oregon's Dungeness crab management decisions. Their work is helping to save whales off the coast of Oregon and California, while allowing a fishing industry that supports communities to continue to thrive. Congratulations to Oregon State University, this year's winner of the C. Peter McGraw Community Engagement Scholarship Award. Accepting this award is OSU's Provost and Executive Vice President, Roy Haggerty.
Thank you. On behalf of Oregon State University and the remarkable team behind the Oregon Whale Entanglement Project, I'm honored to accept the 2025 C. Peter McGraw Community Engagement Scholarship Award. At Oregon State, community engagement's not an outreach activity, it's our identity. As Oregon's land-grant university, we seek knowledge as a public trust created with communities, not just for them. This project that links scientists, fishermen, tribal nations, and coastal communities shows how rigorous research and authentic partnership can protect livelihoods and marine life. It's prosperity widely shared in action, science that serves people, place, and planet. We want to thank APLU for this recognition, and we celebrate everyone who worked shoulder to shoulder to untangle this challenge, literally and figuratively, and to prove what's possible when universities listen, collaborate, and follow through. Thank you.
To announce our next award, please welcome back to the stage President Taylor Amy from the University of Texas, San Antonio, and also the chair of our Commission on International Initiatives to announce our International Impact Award winner.
You know, before diving into this award, I want to remind us about something as land-grant institutions. The work that each of our states does around economic and workforce development has deep impact for the trade values that each of our states have with foreign countries. And you all know that it's very important to each of our states that we pay attention to this. And if you think about it, our efforts around workforce and economic development have an international component to it. Many of the companies that are hiring our kids want globally competent kids, and how we go about doing this work of international engagement is important. I am an optimist, and I believe it's exactly true that APLU is the solution to the future for higher education in our country. But I also want to remind us we have to think long-term, get over this issue of dealing with visas and H-1Bs and visa processing, and think about the fact that international engagement is a moral responsibility that we have going forward. And it may be challenging now, but in 2 or 4 or 6 years, we have to be ready to lean into the partnerships that we need to have globally, and it's our job to do this. And that's why I love celebrating our efforts around international engagement by the award I'm about to announce. And I'm the lucky guy that gets to be the chair of the Commission of International Initiatives, and I have the pleasure to work closely with our global engagement offices across our institutions on this subject. The hard work of CII and all of our SIOs is supported by our mission as public universities, improving the lives and livelihoods of our communities both near and abroad, and equipping future graduates with the skills and competencies to thrive in a global society. The International Impact Award recognizes excellence from APLU member institutions and their leaders for driving innovative global engagement. Today, we recognize an institution that has demonstrated a deep commitment to embedding global learning and engagement opportunities across the entire institution. Through its Global Technology Scholars Initiative, this university has created a place-based, immersive faculty development program, empowering faculty to design high-impact international experiences that come through connecting in a local way with global challenges both in study abroad and in the classroom. To date, this initiative has supported more than 65 faculty collaborating with peers around the world, from Switzerland to Ecuador and beyond. These efforts have sparked new collaborative online international learning modules, co-taught international courses, and a growing number of new faculty-led study abroad programs. And to expand access for STEM students who often face barriers to global learning, the university's Steger Center for International Scholarship in Switzerland launched a month-long summer program enabling students to complete general education coursework and degree requirements while gaining really invaluable global experience. Please join me in congratulating Virginia Tech as the winner of the 2025 International Impact Award. And I'd like to have Tim Sands, the president of Virginia Tech, come up and receive this award. Tim, come on up.
Thank you. I'd really like to thank APLU for continuing to support global engagement. There's never been a time in my lifetime where it's been harder to be engaged globally, but there's never been a time when it's been, frankly, more important for the future of our universities, for the future of the world, that we are globally engaged. And when I think about how much talent is out there, we've got about 4% of the talent in the United States. You cannot take on a globally important challenge without engaging peers and partners from around the world. So I really appreciate everyone in this room for continuing, despite the headwinds, to elevate the importance of being globally engaged and to continue to do that hard work. But it's also joyous work, it's fun work. And we at Virginia Tech really take this seriously, as many of you do. We want to make sure our students are prepared to enter the world and to take on those big challenges. And even the challenges at home, you need talent coming from all over the world to solve them. So it's really great to be up here today on behalf of Virginia Tech to accept the award. I would like to recognize a few individuals who've had a very big role in this. Sarah Steinert-Barella, who directs our Steger Center for International Scholarship in Riva San Vitale, Switzerland. Rachel Fitzgerald and Teresa Johansson, who are with our Global Education Office, who do this work every day. Cassie Kost, who does ongoing work with the Pamplin College of Business, and they have been very active at Virginia Tech. I'd also like to recognize, if you're here representing Virginia Tech in any capacity, could you please stand up? I didn't drag you up on the stage, but I don't want you to get away without being recognized. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay, we are going to move now from awarding institutions or honoring institutions to now honoring an individual. So please welcome to the stage once again the president of APLU, Dr. Waded Cruzado.
Thank you again, Bernie. Raise your hand if you're feeling inspired this morning. Thank you. I want to recognize one more time those wonderful institutions that we have celebrated this morning and our finalists as well. There's a lot of hard work behind these projects that have been recognized this morning. I think they deserve another round of applause. And now it is my distinct honor to announce the winner of this year's Peter McPherson Lifetime Achievement Award. Many of you know Peter quite well. And in fact, if you have been looking around, he has been with us throughout the whole meeting. And so I would like to ask first, Peter, would you please stand up and be recognized? Peter served as APLU's president from 2006 to 2022, following a long career in public service. A few of many highlights: Peter served as USAID administrator in the Reagan administration, as well as president of Michigan State University. As APLU president, Peter McPherson led the association to new heights, building a vibrant community of public and land-grant universities across North America. The McPherson Award honors an individual whose career has also been dedicated to the service and leadership of public and land-grant universities. This year, we're delighted to recognize Brett Kerwin, Chancellor Emeritus of the University System of Maryland, with the Peter McPherson Lifetime Award. Through Dr. Kerwin's leadership as president of the University of Maryland from 1988 to 1999, president of the Ohio State University from 1998 to 2002, and chancellor of the University System of Maryland from 2002 to 2015, he enhanced the institution's academic reputation, expanded research and industry collaborations, and spearheaded new approaches to community engagement. Leveraging data to eliminate barriers to student success was a hallmark of his leadership to ensure students could reach their full potential. He was ahead of the game, I was telling him, when he used to tell us that serving and graduating underrepresented minorities was not just the right thing to do, it was the smart thing to do. His leadership left an indelible mark, not only on the institutions he served, but on the entire landscape of public higher education. He served as chair of the APLU Board of Directors and is a founder of the Transforming Post-Secondary Education in Mathematics initiative, which is working to strengthen math education through innovation. He was also a key contributor to the Kellogg Commission's report on the future of land-grant and state colleges, and a key driver of statewide education reform in Maryland. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Brett Kerwin as the 2025 Peter McPherson Lifetime Achievement Award winner, and welcome him to the stage.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for those wonderful, wonderful words. I stood there wondering who you were talking about, but I'm deeply appreciative of your most generous remarks. You know, I really consider this a double honor. First of all, I'm a land-grant guy. I spent 65 years in higher education, and every one of those years was at a land-grant institution. I believe deeply in the mission of APLU, and I feel that it is the most impactful higher education association in America because it actually gets things done, just as we've heard today from all of these honorees. But there's a second reason why this honor is so special to me, because it bears Peter McPherson's name. I've had the privilege of working with Peter for over 3 decades, and there is no one in higher education I admire more than Peter McPherson. So your name on this award adds special luster to it. I do want to recognize my partner in life, Carolyn Leonard, for bringing so much inspiration and joy into my golden years. I want to also recognize all of you in this room, the leaders of our public higher education institutions. I simply cannot imagine how difficult your job has become. And I have such admiration for the work that you're doing. And as the Chancellor of UT Knoxville said, if we hold true to the values and principles and mission of APLU, we will get through this. Better days are ahead. And finally, I want to thank all of those who were involved in my selection for this award. I've stopped trying to figure out why you did it, but just enjoy the fact that you did. Thank you very much.
I know we've gone a few minutes over, but I think this has been inspiring and such a good use of time to honor all of our work. So congratulations again to all of our winners. I'm going to ask that we stay seated. We're going to flip the stage very, very quickly and jump immediately into the next session and get started. So thank you all again, and we'll get started immediately.
Congratulations to all our winners and finalists. Our closing session, The State of the Judiciary and Implications for Public Universities, will begin shortly.